down somewhere and sit down somewhere, don't stand there.
Find a spot, no? Find a spot like here in the middle of this wall.
Vicky, who's there with you? Penny?
So it's Phoenix FC who kicked things off for us in the opening encounter of Season 7 of the Roots Premier League. Phoenix with the ball in the middle of the pitch, passing it from one side to the other, and they end up losing the ball in the process. Throw in for Dragons.
इसका रिंग नहीं चल रहा है, एक सेकंड सुन, रिंग नहीं चल रहा है.
Phoenix now playing out from the back. Well intercepted by the Dragons. Some nifty footwork there, but ended up losing the ball to Dragons. Ambitious effort there, which went straight at the Dragons player. Ball back with Phoenix. Nifty footwork down the left-hand side. Fouled in the process. It will be a free kick for Phoenix FC on the left-hand side. Ball looped in, meets the head of the Dragons player. Goes out for a kick in. Phoenix with the ball. An attempt at a cross, but a slightly poor attempt. But he still manages to keep the ball with him. Good turn. Tarang with the ball. Nice defending by Dragons. Through ball attempted, but slightly overhit. And the ball now back with Phoenix FC, who are dominating possession so far in the opening exchanges of this encounter. Good pass down the left-hand side. But the ball going out of play there. Ball with the Dragons. Ball looped in well, meets the head of the Phoenix defender. There was a crucial touch, a vital interception. Just got a flick to it, but the flick was enough to deflect the ball and prevent any danger. Nice header. with the ball, takes a shot, decent effort, had a lot of power, but just going above the crossbar. Lively start from Phoenix FC, who are making their debut in the Roots Premier League. Offside called by the referee. Good do to resume proceedings for Phoenix. Phoenix patiently building up. Good do with the ball again. Passes it to the wide man, who loses the ball, but does well to win it back. Surana now with a beautiful run. Had a chance to take the shot there, but let the ball run, and the ball eventually coming back to Dragons, who have the ball now on the left-hand side. Does well to cut in, takes a shot, beautiful shot, and a brilliant, brilliant goal. That's an absolute screamer. That's a corker, a screamer, a humdinger of a goal. And I have to say that it's 1-0 to Dragons FC against the run of play. What an absolute belter that was. Four and a half minutes played, and it's Dragons FC who've taken the lead against the run of play. Dragons now in a 2v1 situation. Passes the ball, ball slightly overhit. There was a chance to double the lead in a span of 2 minutes. Phoenix now trying to regain their composure. Gudu with the ball. Chance to cross it from the left hand side. Cross he does, but straight at the goalkeeper. Ball running out of play. Throw in for Phoenix. Phoenix patiently building up. There was a beautiful through ball, but I believe deemed offside by the referee. And it will be Dragons to resume proceedings, but ball straight out of play. Goal kick for Phoenix FC. It has been mostly Phoenix FC in terms of possession at least, but nothing to show for in terms of goals on the scoreboard. It is 1-0 to Dragons FC. Ball out of play. Goal kick for Phoenix. Short goal kick taken. Phoenix now building things from the back. Gudu with the ball. Tarang now. Two men marking Tarang, but does well to play the ball back to Gudu. Risky ball, but just had enough pace to get to the goalie before one of the Phoenix players got to it. Gudu finds Tarang. Good ball down the line to MM. Tarang now lining up to take this free kick, which results from a handball. Gudu is the one who takes it, chips it well. Decent ball in. Phoenix doing well to win the ball back on the left hand side. Free kick for Phoenix. Takes a shot, decent effort, and the goalkeeper did well to hold on to it. Good long throw out to Joel. There was a battle between Joel and Gudu. A little bit of confusion there as to whose ball it was, but it is ball back with Phoenix as deemed by the referee. Corner now for Dragons. Phoenix now with a chance to break. An attempted 1-2 going out of play. Ball now back with the Dragons. A good pass. That was a brilliant interception there by Guddu. Could have been dangerous. It was a very clever through ball from the right-hand side. And Guddu there finding himself in a 1v1 situation, but doing well to get his head onto it before it reached the Dragon striker, who would have been through on goal otherwise. Corner taken in. Ball with Tarang now. Tarang marching forward with a powerful run, has a chance to cross it. But his teammates, his touch letting him down. I think it was MM there on the edge of the box, who had a chance to control it and take a shot. But his control letting him down. This could be a chance for Dragons. I think the goalkeeper did get a vital touch onto it. And it is a corner for Dragons. That has to go down as a brilliant save by the keeper. It was a 1v1 situation. And it could have been Dragons 2 to the good. Corner going straight out of play. So that's a wasted corner, a wasted opportunity for Dragons to test the defense of Phoenix FC. Goal kick now taken quickly by the Phoenix goalkeeper. But a goal kick that goes straight out of play. Dragons now to resume proceedings for us. Goal kick for the Dragons. Long goal kick taken. Meets the head of Vahi. Phoenix now. Good pass on the edge of the box. Good shot taken. Shot straight to the goalkeeper. There was a second attempt, but a foul committed in the process. But another half chance for Phoenix FC, you have to say, who've been mightily impressive in the opening 13 minutes. Of course, they still haven't opened their account, and they are trailing 1-0 in this encounter. But they have been knocking on the door relentlessly so far in the opening 13 minutes of this matchup. Chance now to Phoenix. Brilliant ball and a shot attempted, but the angle was just a bit too tight. Did well to get the shot, a shot that had a fair bit of power, but would have been tough to beat the goalie from that angle, and the goalie definitely had his near post covered. Foul against Tarang, so it will be a free kick for Dragons FC. It is Turco lining up his options. Takes a shot, powerful shot, and nearly double the lead there. That was curling in, and that curler was nearly a pearler from Turco there. And ultimately a brilliant save there by the goalkeeper. It was heading for the top left-hand corner. And a corner now for the Dragons. Corner does not beat the first man, and this could be a chance for Phoenix to break, but a brilliant tackle by the defender there, thwarting the attack, but Phoenix still have the ball with them on the edge of the box. Shot attempted, but a shot that hits one of the Dragons' players, but the ball is still in play with the Dragons. Plays a ball down the line, but a ball that goes out of play. Phoenix now with the ball, and it will be Guddu to resume play for us. Guddu with the ball back. Quite the tussle there, ending in the referee giving a free kick to Phoenix FC. in a fairly dangerous position, you must say. We've seen some brilliant shots taken from this sort of range, about 20 yards to goal. And I wouldn't be surprised if Guddu goes for the shot. Ended up passing it to his teammate, who went for the shot from quite some distance, but a shot that ricocheted of one of the Dragons FC defenders, and the ball going out for a corner for Phoenix FC. Corner taken, beats everyone, could have been dangerous. But eventually no real danger springing from that corner. Good now to take another free kick. We finished 16 minutes of this encounter between Phoenix FC and Dragons FC. Remember, this is the opening encounter in Season 7 of the Roots Premier League. This is the Bandra North edition, and you're watching all the action live on One Play Sports. We'll continue to bring live proceedings throughout the course of the Roots Premier League spring season between now and June. And so stay tuned on One Play Sports for all the matchups from the Bandra North as well as the Bandra South leagues. It's been a very lively affair so far in this opening encounter. Phoenix putting tremendous pressure on the Dragons FC defense, but the defense of Dragons FC, this could be a chance for Phoenix, and a goal for Phoenix. This came out of nowhere. Brilliant finish, did really well to chest that, beat the defender, and then on the volley hit that with a lot of power, and it is even Stevens now, and you have to say that is deserved for Phoenix FC. It's the least that they deserved. It is all square, one apiece between Phoenix FC and Dragons FC. Corner now for Dragons, with the Phoenix defense clearing that out. Fair bit of pressure from Tarang there, who wins the header. This could be a chance to cross the ball in, but the header had a bit too much power on it, so the ball runs out of play. And it is a goal kick for Dragons FC. A free kick, I beg your pardon. You could see what he was trying to do there. A good diagonal ball. Had the direction, but had a bit too much pace on it. Tarang now marching past a couple of players. A foul committed in the process, but the referee giving advantage to Phoenix FC. Phoenix still have the ball on the left-hand side. But Dragons now winning the ball back in the form of a kick in. Dragons now still with the ball. This could be a chance opening up for them. The goalkeeper there, Kedar Bhosle, seems to be in quite some pain. Seems to have hurt his ribs. You can see him feeling that area, but he seems to be back up now. So definitely not a serious injury. Wiggles past a couple of players and gets the shot in lightning fashion. And I believe that clipped the top of the crossbar before going out for a goal kick. Superb play there. Goal kick for the Dragons.
Lance, go, come on, Lance, come on, Lance. पकड़ ले मार आराम से
Good do, chips that forward. Ball cleared at pay. Kick in now for the Dragons. Unable to beat the first man there. And the chase for the ball there ending up in a free kick for Dragons FC. The referee hasn't produced any cards as yet, but that might just be the last warning for the Phoenix FC player who committed the foul. Gudu with the ball. He's been quite the commanding figure so far in this matchup. Of course, has assumed free kick responsibility so far, but he's been rock solid in defense and has been bombing forward on multiple occasions in this game. A foul committed, and the referee producing the first yellow card of this matchup. Free kick now for the Dragons. Would not be surprised if he goes for the shot. Actually chips it, but straight at the goalkeeper. Seemed like a routine straight from the training ground, but wasn't quite able to pull it off on that occasion. Tarang now with the ball. Tarang to Joel. Joel plays a good ball down the line, but a good sliding tackle there by the Dragons. Goal kick met with Gudu's head. Gudu, who was shoved there as he was taking the header. And so it is a free kick for Phoenix FC. We're entering the closing exchanges of the first half of this encounter. Just a couple of minutes left on the clock. Good shot from quite some distance behind the halfway line, and it was only narrowly wide. Had an immense amount of power there. Dragons with the ball in a dangerous area. Takes a shot. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant goal. What a goal. We've seen two ridiculously powerful strikes from the Dragons so far in the second half. And the second one as good, if not better, than the first one that we saw. And as things stand, it is Dragons FC 2, Phoenix 1. Good ball. Guddu kicks it forward. Good chance there to finish off the first half. A first half that's been extremely lively, that's been summed up by 3 brilliant strikes that we've seen. Dragons FC taking the lead early on against the run of play with a superb solo effort. Then Phoenix equalizing soon after. And with just a minute that was left on the clock, Dragons restoring their 1-goal lead. As things stand at the end of the first half between Phoenix FC and Dragons, Dragons FC 2, Phoenix 1. Do join us again in about 5 minutes' time for commencement of play in the second half of this encounter. Stay tuned live on One Play Sports. We've concluded the half-time team talks, and both sets of players now have made their entry onto the pitch for the resumption of play in the second half. Of course, you're watching all the action live on One Play Sports. It is Dragons FC 2, Phoenix 1 in this matchup. We've seen 3 stellar goals in the first half, and we expect lively and entertaining action in the second half of this matchup as well. It is Phoenix trailing the Dragons by 1 goal. Dragons FC 2, Phoenix 1. Dragons now kicking things off with a wild effort. And the ball ricocheting off the Phoenix player, going out of play for a kick-in for Dragons FC. Was looking for the chip-through ball, but the ball going out of play. A goal kick and a short goal kick taken by the Phoenix goalkeeper. Good do with the ball, chips it forward, but intercepted. Met the head of the Dragons defender there. Phoenix now with the ball in the center of the pitch, hits the referee. The referee stopping play there to ensure that Phoenix have the ball. This could be a chance for Dragons. Shot taken. Believe that hit the side netting. There was a section of the crowd that thought that the ball had gone inside, but hit the side netting. But a good chance there for Dragons FC. It could have been 3-1, but 2-1 it stands. Dragons now with the ball. Guddu to Tarang. Tarang back to Guddu. Guddu plays it forward beautifully, finds his teammate. Some good play here by Phoenix FC. Ball crossed in, but the Dragons FC defender was the first one to it, and any danger that could have stemmed from it was thwarted. Phoenix now to kick the ball in. Ball with the Dragons. A chance now for Dragons. He did find himself in a 2v2 situation, but lost his footing there while taking the shot. And couldn't generate too much power from the effort there. Phoenix now starting out from the back. Good do with the ball. Alvaro with the ball now. Lets it run to Lance. Lance trying to get past one player, but it was Wahi who made that crunching slide tackle, which results in a free kick for Phoenix FC. Some of the Phoenix players are quarreling with the referee, thinking that Wahi deserved a yellow card for the challenge. But the referee keeping his yellow card in the pocket, but does award a free kick for Phoenix. Soriano now with the effort, straight at the wall. He has the ball back, passes it to Alvaro. Alvaro skips past one player and then tried to pass it to Lance, but Lance's first touch really letting him down, and the ball runs out of play. Ball back with Dragons FC.
Badri, get ready.
Goal kick for Phoenix. Shot taken from about 20 yards out. Did get the shot on target, but didn't quite have the power to beat the goalkeeper there, who did well to catch the ball down to his right-hand side. Alvaro to Guddu.
Nice one! What? What?
Drop ball is what the referee says. Guddu now weighing his options. Wayward pass, ball back with the Dragons FC. Brilliant turn. And Dragons with a chance to counter. But he tried taking a shot there, a very ambitious shot from close to the halfway line. But Dragons now in possession of the ball. Ball played down the line, but a bit too much on the cross, and it is a goal kick for Phoenix FC. A substitution for Dragons FC. It is Kothari coming off the field and Hussain coming on it. The first substitution of this encounter that we've seen. We played about 7 minutes in the second half. The scoreline still stands. Dragons FC 2, Phoenix FC 1. Has been a fairly cagey encounter in the second half. Not as fluid as it was in the first half. But I believe it's only a matter of time before we see some liveliness injected to it and some fluidity injected to it. Soriano with the ball. Decent footwork, but was outnumbered there by the Dragons FC defenders. Lance with the ball, tried to skip past that player, but unsuccessful in doing so. Dragons have the ball back. Alvaro clearing that out. Good to Lance. Lance had a chance there to spray the ball out wide to the left-hand side, but a slightly wayward pass. We're seeing another substitution, this time for Phoenix FC. We're seeing Cabre, the number 9, coming onto the pitch. Was looking for Tabish there. But the ball running out of play. Goal kick, quick goal kick taken by Phoenix FC. Guddu with the ball. Guddu to Lance. Lance back to Guddu. Guddu to Tarang. Guddu does well to skip past one player. Finds Lance. Lance losing the ball in dangerous position. But Phoenix doing well to regain possession. Advantage called by the referee. Hussain with the ball, the substitution, who's just been on the pitch for about 5 minutes now. Sliding tackle, ball out of play. Phoenix now with the ball. Cabre now to kick the ball in, which he does. Soriano finds Alvaro. Alishan, I beg your pardon. Guddu now with the ball. Short pass to Tarang. Tarang back to Guddu. They've been a dynamic duo so far in this encounter. Guddu and Tarang. Ball to Kabre. Kabre had some space there, had a chance to cross it, but couldn't quite get the shot out. Pex with a brilliant through ball. Wasn't quite controlled well by the attacker. Otherwise, he could have been through on goal. And it could very easily have been a chance to score the third goal. But this could be a chance again. Offside, is it? Hussain clears that, but not in the direction in which he intended it. And there was a half chance there for Phoenix FC to restore parity. But the ball ricocheting off the Dragons FC defender, going out for a corner. Corner now for Phoenix FC. Corner whipped in, and Pex doing really well there to get the header out to clear the ball away.
He jumped on the player and got out.
We are seeing the physio Farzan coming onto the pitch. One of the Dragons FC players there injured, but he is back up on his feet. And looks like play will resume any second. Freaking now taken by Phoenix FC, an ambitious effort. Had the power, but not quite the accuracy. And the ball going out for a goal kick. Anthony Pecora there. With the long kick, diagonal kick. Ball won back by Dragons FC. A chance to cross the ball in from the left hand side, which he does. The goalkeeper gets a touch onto it and parries it away for a corner. Corner for Dragons FC. Dragons with the ball straight to the Phoenix goalkeeper. Kabre with the ball. A crunching tackle coming in from Hussain, but Kabre does well to keep the ball. Goes for the spectacular diagonal through ball. But the ball going straight out of play. It will be Dragons resuming proceedings for us. We've finished the first half of the second half. The scoreline still stands 2-1 to the Dragons. Remember, at the conclusion of this game, we'll have the second matchup of today between Mavericks and the Boston Butchers. The Mavericks, of course, finished first in the South League last season and competing for top honors in the North League in this season. The Butchers had a pretty impressive run as well, but weren't quite able to go all the way last season. And there should be a mouth-watering clash between two giants of the Roots Premier League, between Mavericks and the Boston Butchers. But coming back to this encounter, it is Hussain taking a corner for Dragons FC, which he does, and the ball is cleared away by the Phoenix defender. Not quite in the direction in which he intended to clear that away. And so the ball back with the Dragons, another corner. And it will be Hussain again to take this corner. Floats the ball in. Chance now, opening up from the right hand side. He crosses the ball in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful goal by Hussain. He got the cross in from the right hand side. Goalkeeper parried it away, but it went straight to Hussain, who ran at it powerfully. And on the half volley, got a very powerful shot in. And Dragons have scored the third goal. And you have to say that it is advantage to the Dragons as we head into the last 10 minutes of the opening encounter in the Roots Premier League Season 7. It was quite the solo effort from the substitute. Super sub, you have to say. Alvaro with the ball, pass it to Soriano. Soriano now with a powerful run, attempted the through ball, but his teammate couldn't quite read his intentions. The ball was cleared away by the Dragons defender. Ball back with Guddu. The referee now producing the second yellow card of this matchup. The second yellow card going to Tabish, the number 7, for that offence committed near the halfway line. It will be a free kick. Free kick taking shot. Guddu with the effort. What a goal that was. Guddu with an effort from close to the halfway line. And it is Phoenix who scored the second goal, and they trail by only 1 goal now. My God, we've seen 5 goals scored in this matchup, and I think all 5 have been absolute screamers. All 5 would probably be contenders for the top goals of the day. I'm pretty sure my editor, who's standing right next to me, will be spoiled for choice when he's creating the top goals of the day package, which of course will be published on the One Play Sports page as well as the Roots Football Academy Instagram page. So in case you do want to recap all the action, all the best goals that do take place today, do visit the Roots Football Academy page as well as the One Play Sports Facebook page.
Sit, आप कभी sit. हाँ, sit. आवाज़ नहीं, बुला. नहीं.
The confirmation coming in that effort from Guddu just a few minutes back actually did not materialize in a goal. And so I beg your pardon, it is still 3-1 with Dragons leading this encounter. Just a little bit of confusion here as to what the scoreline is. Slightly over 5 minutes left to play in this encounter. I'm pretty sure we'll see a bit of added time for the prolonged delay that we're experiencing right now, but the ref is back onto the pitch. And it will be Phoenix FC to restart proceedings, but the referee showing a yellow card there. For time wasting, I believe. Tried to whip that ball in, but straight at the one-man wall. Alvaro doing well there to win his side of free kicks. Skip was one play beautifully, but then a crunching tackle came in. But the Dragons FC player there unable to win the ball and caught Alvaro in the process, and it is Joel now, the number 11 from Phoenix FC, who takes this free kick. Curls it in, but cleared by Peck's shot coming from the edge of the box. That was dangerous, a decent effort, but ultimately going out for a goal kick. The goalkeeper there making a real mess of it. Wasn't quite able to catch it in the first attempt, and ultimately the referee calling a foul against the goalkeeper, which really saved him the blushes. Goalkeeper again tested, but this time he was equal to the task. Wayward ball there, Phoenix losing the ball. It is Phoenix trailing Dragons by 1 goal. Phoenix to Dragons FC 3. Just about 3 minutes of regular time left in this matchup. We might see a couple of minutes of additional time for the stoppage that we saw a few minutes back. Hussain there going for the shot, trying to replicate his heroics that resulted in the 3rd goal for the Dragons, but this time his shot not on target. Phoenix now with the ball. Tarang with the dummy, but the dummy that wasn't quite read by his teammate. Tarang now fighting for the ball again, wins the ball. We're seeing a foul. There was quite the tussle there between both players. A little bit of pushing and shoving. It does get fairly heated and animated in the Roots Premier League. Of course, it's a league that's full of passion. It means a lot to all of these players who are representing their sides. The players who wear their hearts on their sleeves. Soriano now with the ball. The number 10 with some decent footwork. Skips past one player, lets it run to his teammate, Alvaro. Alvaro back to Soriano. Soriano with the chance to cross it from the left-hand side. Cross it he does, but it was Pex who was intercepting it before it got dangerous.
Goal kick.
The ball actually went out of play before Soriano was able to get his cross in, and so it's a goal kick for Dragons FC. Phoenix now in a desperate bid to level things up in this encounter. These are desperate times for Phoenix FC. They put on a valiant show, but they're still trailing by a goal. Offside there, and the ball back with Dragons FC. We're approaching the dying few minutes. We've nearly finished the 25 minutes of regular time in the second half. Dragons now resuming play for us with a long ball played forward. Met the header off the Dragons player, and so it goes out for a goal kick. Alvaro now with the ball on the left hand side. Good pass to Tarang. Tarang with the cross in, but cleared by Pex. The ball going out of play. It will be a ball back with Phoenix FC. And it ends here at the end of a very, very lively and entertaining 50 minutes. It is Dragons FC who end up winning this encounter, albeit narrowly. It has finished 3-2 to Dragons FC, but Phoenix in their debut matchup in the Roots Premier League can walk off the field with their heads held up higher. They have produced a valiant showing in this encounter, and I wouldn't be surprised if they actually go very far in this tournament. So that's the conclusion of the first matchup. It has finished 3-2 to Dragons FC against debutants Phoenix FC. We'll take a short breather, and in just a few minutes we'll kick off proceedings from the second matchup that we have lined up for you, the second of 4 matches that we're bringing to you live on One Play Sports this evening. It is the Mavericks, defending champions, who finished first in the South League last season, taking on heavyweights Boston Butchers. In just a few minutes we'll be bringing to you live action. Stay tuned on One Play Sports.